So I wanted to do a quick demo of the newest arcade machine I have here. So this is completely custom built. As you can see, it's got a video marquee up top, which will change in Bigbox to reflect the game that's being played. This is a pretty minimalist theme, but you've got some decals and stuff here on the side just to reflect some of the better arcade games. As you can see, this has a trackball, left and right mouse button, and it's a pause button, but I actually programmed that as the escape button to exit games. Player 1 and 2 have 8 buttons, coin and start. Let's take a quick scroll through here. So as you go through the different platforms, as you can see, the marquee changes to reflect Now the other cool thing, so 8 buttons can be a little bit intimidating for certain people, but you need 8 buttons to play some like PS1 and PS2 games, which are included on this machine. So what happens is LED Blinky is an application that only illuminates the buttons being used, and if it's arcade games, it'll actually reflect the colors of the original arcade buttons. So if I hit one of the buttons that's not illuminated, it doesn't do anything. Okay. These are discontinued hapsticks. They do not have micro switches in them, so they are silent. Back out here. So PS2, I just set up the buttons to reflect the color of the actual remote. So these are your L1 and R1, L2 and R2, square, cross, triangle, circle. So you've got tons of console games on here from like Atari, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, even some modern arcade games. So like the remake of Contra. I've got a bunch of modern shooters like House of the Dead 4, Operation Ghost, Rambo, Transformers. So if you got a pair of light guns, these would all work great. It's already pre-configured. Aliens. And then you've got a favorites list too. NFL Blitz. This is the arcade edition, which is why I use computers in the arcade machines that I put together rather than a Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi will not play NFL Blitz 2000, but this PC will. And then as you can see, turbo, block, pass, so it's the original color of the arcade machine. Bluetooth is great, runs at full speed. Exit. And then this PC runs Windows 10. So this actually functions as a mouse. These mouse buttons work. This cabinet flips down, open here. It's got a keyboard and a mouse. There's all the wiring. Yeah, so that's it, man. Coin door is not hooked up. It could be, but it's honestly, they're kind of a pain in the butt. I think most people just like to have them there for show, but it could be wired up if you wanted. So this is a big boy. It's a little bit taller than your typical arcade machine. This is about 83 inches tall. So yeah.